playing. Thank you for trying out this Prologue. We're a two-person team based in Canada. We hope you enjoy our game. The Prologue is 10 to 15 minutes long, and we encourage replaying it at least once to explore different options. The year leading up to it was much like any other. Moments looped in Ophir's mind, ceaseless and rough as river rapids, if she had known. Ophir is at the beach. She's guarding the spot Delaney claimed while she grabbed snacks. Don't move an inch, she said. Ophir considers the blowing sands lifted by the chilly breeze coming off the water, then looks up to the clear sky. She wishes she'd brought a book. She shivers slightly. Summer wasn't supposed to be so cold. Ophir lies back and closes her eyes. Why not let herself be pampered for once? They have shared more time together. Ophir reclines against the park bench. Delaney left to use the bathroom, and Ophir's been conjuring small flames above her fingers to pass the time and keep the autumn chill at bay. The bench is hard and its seat awkwardly angled. Ophir shifts uncomfortably. She notices a moment in the corner of her eye and turns to see a sausage vendor. The sign proclaims the sale of homemade apple cider. Ophir gets up and stretches her arms up, loosening the stiffness inflicted by the bench. Delaney probably likes apple cider, but really any excuse to leave the bench is a good one. The line at the cart is short. After a few minutes, Ophir returns to the bench holding 2 steaming paper cups. Delaney is back and is standing rather than confronting the bench. Ophir smiles and hurries over, but you have stopped it. It's New Year's Eve, and Ophir is at Abella's. She's chatting with Max about their new job. Corey comes by with champagne flutes. I don't know what Delaney is doing in the kitchen, but she's to disturb her at your peril. She said to disturb her at your peril. Max laughs and takes the proffered glass. We'll need to take a look then. Agree with Max and storm the kitchen. Leave Delaney to her devices. Storm the kitchen. Ophir grins. Absolutely. Max begins to run for the kitchen. Onwards. Ophir and Max charge at the closed kitchen door, only to bounce off something a foot before it. Damn, she's warded it. Give me a candle in 5 minutes. Ophir starts rolling up her sleeves. Got it. Max runs off with their bag. As Ophir examines the boards, Corey saunters over. Are you sure you want to do this? Yeah. Of course, she turns and shouts, Max, where are we on those candles? 1 minute. Corey sighs, it's your funeral. Then he turns and wanders back to Abella. Max returns a moment later with the candle, and Ophir gets to work. 5 minutes and 1 candle later. Kitchen door unlocks with a soft pop. Ophir and Max look at each other before Max grins and pushes it open. Delaney is standing in the middle of the room, hands covered in glitter, raising an unimpressed eyebrow. Why am I not surprised? Ophir laughs. You were goading Max. I just came to help with the board. She smiles back. Maybe I was. Max is over by the cauldron on Abella's stove. What is this? And she notices the smell. Ophir takes a deep breath, scenting berries and ozone. You didn't. I did, she says, and since you barged in, neither of you are getting any. It's a memory spell, Ophir explains to Max, who hadn't studied potions. One of friendship. It reminds of good times now past and solidifies the night you drink for you to cherish. It's a lot of work. That's so sweet, Delaney. Too bad you both won't be partaking then, she sniffs. But Ophir is still smiling. She knows that this time Delaney doesn't mean it. 1 candle wax cleanup later. Ophir was right. Delaney begrudgingly shares her potion. What follows is a night of reminiscence and wonder. A night that will stay with all of them for a very long time. It's everything inevitable. There's fresh tulips on the windowsill. Delaney brought them over. She said they were first blooms of the year. She left a few minutes ago and Ophir's cleaning up the dishes from their shared lunch. They had bickered amicably over lunch, Delaney pestering Ophir about her love of bad movies, and Ophir calling out her love of other equally bad movies. The room feels emptier now that she's not. Ophir picks up the phone and rings Delaney. Picks up after a few seconds, longer than usual. Sorry I couldn't find my headphones. What's up? I was just thinking of you and wanted to chat a bit longer. But after seeing me on Thursday, to chat for the rest of her trip home. They discuss an album release, controversial new toy line, and the merits of different flowers in strength, increasing portions. But Thursday never comes. Ophir won't see Delaney again. A month passes. There are many monsters in our stories. Some come from folklore and seek to tempt, harm, or devour. Others come from history. They have already tempted, harmed, and devoured. Monsters. There are many monsters in our stories. And some monsters come from us. We shape them through our words, and by our actions, we give them their truth, their name, and they rise for us to tempt and harm and devour. All monsters leave scars upon us, though the scars themselves vary. And these scars sometimes birth their own monsters. Monsters born of our skin, of our pain, of our isolation. All monsters leave scars upon us, though the scars themselves vary. These scars sometimes birth their own monsters. Monsters born of our skin, pain, or isolation. Scars are wrought or scabbed or healed somewhat independent of time. Depth has more to do with it than freshness. Scars that run deep can cut more than anyone might realize. Ophir Sonnet has a raw and angry scar. It itches and bleeds her soul. No matter how she howls, it will not cease its scratching. Then one day, Ophir has been shut in her room for a month. She has not eaten a proper meal in more than a week. She has only drunk water under extreme duress. Today, Ophir opens the door to her room of her own volition, a rare occurrence her friends will be equally excited and nervous about, and stumbles from its dark depths with a dehydrated wobble to her step. Fumbling for some scrap paper and tearing off the lid to a pen, Ophir drops onto a stool and begins to sketch. Fervor and ink splatter onto page after page in unsteady strokes. After hours during which friends come over and find Ophir, are relieved to see her out of her room, and then distraught again to find Ophir unable to tear herself from work. Ophir holds up a final page of formulas and diagrams. Yes, she says it can be done. Ophir almost bounces up from the stool, but she lacks the energy or coordination. Instead, she settles for lifting the page up, beaming at her work. What can be done? Ophir jumped at the sound, almost falling over in the process. She had not noticed that a friend had crept into her kitchen while she worked. Abella leans out from the doorway, mixing bowl in hand, trying to hide her worry behind a smile. Ophir does not try to hide her rising excitement. Oh, Abella, she says, I'm going to make something unlike anything I've made before. We'll continue stirring, waiting. She has played this game before. Redemptive. I'm making something redemptive. Abella raises an eyebrow. Tell her the truth. I'm making a monster. Oh. I hope you enjoyed this prologue to I'm Making a Monster. Please leave a review letting us know what you think. Wish listening helps us gain visibility and sends you a notification once the game launches. We're a 2-person team. Help feed our dogs.